Have you ever wondered how to make your tech resume stand out? Ever wonder why you don't get that first interview? In this video, Janet O'Brien is discussing tech resume tips to help you land your next tech role. Welcome! It's Rachel and Jessica from 100 Days of Trailhead, the place where the tech community comes to learn Salesforce, learn tech, get inspired, have fun, and invest in ourselves. Whether you are brand new to learning Salesforce and starting from the beginning, or mid-career and skilling up for that new opportunity, we are your trail guides here to support you with an itinerary to help you get where you're going. You are in the right place. If you are new to our channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so you can be notified when we release a new video. In the description below, you can find links on everything we mention in this video, in addition to links we find helpful like books that have helped us and our friends along our tech and Salesforce journeys. To find other helpful Salesforce and tech content, visit our blog at 100daysoftrailhead.com. In this video, Janet O'Brien will discuss tech resume tips to assist you in standing out among the piles of resumes recruiters receive. Janet has 25 plus years of experience as a recruiter and HR generalist. She has been with Accenture for 15 years and is currently the North America recruiting lead for the Salesforce practice. She has been recruiting for Salesforce resources for the past 6 years and lives in Chicago with her husband and her furry child, Lexi, a black lab. Your quest, should you choose to take it, is to journey with us through the adventure of learning how to make your resume stand out. Your quest begins now.
I am Janet O'Brien. I am a recruiter here at Accenture. I have 25 plus years of experience as a recruiter. I've been with Accenture for 15 years, and I'm currently the interim North America recruiting lead for our Salesforce practice. I've been recruiting for Salesforce resources for the past 6 years. I also live in Chicago with my husband and my furry child, Lexi, who is a black lab. So, what is a technical resume? They differ from standard resumes and should clearly demonstrate your technical skills, but in a very readable as well as informative manner. A recruiter or hiring team should not have to look too hard for this information. A perfect way to manage this is to put a professional summary first and foremost at the top of your resume. Recruiters often need to find candidates with a minimum number of years of experience, so my suggestion is to list your years of experience. Examples would be Salesforce developer with 5 years of Apex and Visualforce, or perhaps you have 10 years or 20 plus years of experience. You should also include any certifications, software technology, hardware, programming languages, web, and data applications. You should be able to confidently discuss this during your interview. Some technical job posting may have hundreds of applicants, and you need to stand out. Each position may have their own particular needs, so customization is key. It will help you stand out. You could also use language in your resume that would match what is in the particular job posting. Recruiters will then see that your experience matches and matches what they're looking for. You will want your resume to be selected for the right jobs. So do not oversell yourself. As an example, if you have not used your Java skills in several years, do not highlight that you have Java skills. For these kinds of not recently used skills, you can create a section for skills that you are proficient in or familiar with. Even though recruiters will only be focusing on your skills and work experience, they will still notice typos and grammatical errors. But more to come on to that. Let's go on to my 5 quick tips. Format. Your resume should be easy to read and showcase your skills. Number 2, skills. Highlight those key skills. Number 3, work experience. Make sure it is relevant and recent. And 4 and 5 are some do's and don'ts, which speak for themselves. And then a bonus. So now let's go on to format. On this slide, I've included a sample, which is meant purely as a suggestion and to get you thinking in the right direction. Early on in your resume, you need to get right to the point. Recruiters sometimes only spend 20 seconds looking at a resume, and you need to grab their attention to make them want to read on towards your skills and experience. Included in this format is a professional summary. Here you should highlight your key attributes, skills, and abilities, and as I mentioned earlier, years of experience. I also like to see a list of bullet points, accomplishments, and keywords. You may know that keywords are search terms that we recruiters will use as we scour online for candidates. These keywords will help recruiters find you. One thing about bullet points, you need to balance between the long and the short. 2 is too few, 25 is too many. Besides skills, bullet points can also showcase your accomplishments. The resume should be clean, concise, and legible. You should be consistent with your formatting, margins of 1 inch, spacing, capitalization, colors, but not too many colors. And I cannot stress enough your tense, as in past or present. This is easy to miss as recruiters will catch this on a resume. I emphasize this because even though recruiters will focus on your skills and experience, a resume that has errors will be noticed. If you have solid grammar and are error-free, you will show that you have strong attention to detail and are not careless. If you're sick of looking at your resume as you have put too much thought and time into it, ask others to proofread for you. You would be surprised that you think you are sending them a perfect resume to look at, they will find something. On to number 2, skills. So, oops, there we go. As you must know, the skills section shows recruiters that you have an aptitude to do the job you are looking for. We are not only looking for hard skills, which are technical knowledge and training, but soft skills, behaviors that you have gained throughout your career. As you highlight your skills, be concise and show that you are well qualified or an expert where appropriate, and not just a generalist. These skills should also demonstrate that you are adaptive to new technologies, able to learn quickly, include classes. You should also include classes you are taking to show your focus on continuous learning, upgrading your skills and knowledge. And don't forget certifications, any technical or professional certs or awards. As you highlight your skills, don't forget to include those skills as you add in your work experience. These technical skills should be related to the position to make you a qualified candidate. It may be helpful to include a proficiency level on any computer programs, databases, and coding tools. On to number 3, work experience. Besides highlighting your skills, the work experience section is key when applying for a technical role. Here you would connect your skills with your work experience. Use action verbs, and to customize, craft these to the position you're applying for. What is also very helpful is to list your previous roles, titles. The work experience should be foundational and show your progression towards higher level roles. Provide a brief summary. Bullet points, please. Can you tell I love bullet points? You can show how your performance may have benefited the company. You should provide examples of how your responsibilities led to positive results for the company, such as efficiency, faster, monetary savings. If you list your accomplishments, they should be measurable, and you can include any data points or performance measures. Include numbers, timeframes, dollars, percentages in the accomplishments bullets to tell a powerful story. An example would be managed a team of 3 software developers in the creation of XYZ for a Fortune 500 client. Another example, the 6-month project was completed in 5 months and came in under budget. Focus on your most notable accomplishments. Did you face any challenges? How did you overcome them? Did your performance improve the company's bottom line? For those of you that have been contractors, you can provide a list. Wait for it, a bulleted list of your top projects. Include the company name. If the company name is confidential, mention the type of company, such as a bank. Why were you hired? What was the scope of the project? Some action verbs and accomplishments can include developed, implemented, led a team of, established. Your work history should be no more than 10 to 15 years of relevant work history, or your most recent 3 to 5 jobs. No need to include any irrelevant or older work history. However, if there is a gap, a recruiter may ask you what you did during that gap. So be prepared, and you may have to list that role so you won't get knocked out due to a huge gap in your resume. Recruiters do not like unexplained gaps. Stay away from listing any grunt work you may have done and focus on how you did it and what was the result or the impact. You can add any relevant extracurricular projects if they show experience and with any specific languages or technical areas that perhaps you don't use at your current workplace. So we're going to go on to the do's. Number 4, do's. I thought it would be helpful to add some really quick hits on do's and don'ts. Some of these were already mentioned, so here goes. Do keep your resume to 1 to 2 pages. Third, if only really necessary, perhaps you have a long work history. Tech resumes can either be way too much detail on every project ever completed, or too short, not listing enough detail. Find that sweet spot to effectively show your skills and accomplishments. Use 1-inch margins, be consistent. A font of 11 to 12 to make it easily readable. Check your spelling and grammar. You need to be error-free. Start each sentence with an action verb. Watch your tense. Use past tense and only use present tense if you're talking about your current job. List the exact computer skills. Don't forget to put in your education. Include quantifiers and numbers. So here are my don'ts. Don't make your resume too long. Do not oversell yourself. Do not use personal pronouns. Do not put your picture. Do not put just basic information. Do not list salary expectations. Do not abbreviate. Do not put personal information relating to age, marital status, religion, or children. Do not use an address or phone or email from a previous employer as your contact information. Keep any irrelevant or out-of-date work experience, such as your job as a barista when you were in college. No need to put that on your resume. In writing your skills sections, do not include basic computer skills. We want you to be specific. Do not list irrelevant skills, skills you don't have, or any generalized skills. So those are my 5 quick tips.
And with that, we're at the end. Have you had difficulty getting that first interview, but after updating your resume got more callbacks? What are your tips? What was your favorite tip Janet provided? Comment below. We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you've made it to this point, we want to take an opportunity to say thank you. Since you've stayed with us, here's a bonus. LinkedIn profiles can help you stand out as a candidate. Let's listen to Janet as she explains.
I thought this went very well with the topic of a tech resume, so let's look at your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn says having a great profile will give you credibility. You should build your profile that engages your network as well as building your network. Your profile also attracts new business relationships. Some quick tips from LinkedIn. You want to be found, but how? Add a professional profile picture. You are more likely to be viewed having your picture. Put in an attention-grabbing headline. What do? Show your passion. Have a career summary similar to your resume. I feel that this is also key as you want to grab the attention of any hiring manager or recruiters to make them want to continue viewing your profile. Focus on your career accomplishments in this summary and include your skills. Again, keywords are key. Include as many as you can to maximize search results. Your work experience should be detailed. You are more likely to be viewed when you have several jobs listed. Add in any industries where you have worked. Add projects to show your abilities and accomplishments. Don't forget to get endorsements and update your skills. Join groups. Participate in discussions within those groups. Share posts. All these things will get you noticed. As one of my suggestions for your resume, ask a colleague to view your profile and critique it. I provided a list of resources on the last page. Please check them out when you have time. Hope you enjoyed my talk.
Thank you for spending time with us. Make sure you like this video. It helps a lot. Click subscribe and on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on Instagram, Twitter, and on our website at 100daysoftrailhead.com, all of which are listed below. Thank you for learning with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.